Welcome back, everyone. Why should Ali Abdul start a publishing company? A publishing company for his fans, for his subscribers. How many subscribers does he have by now? Good question. 6.14 million subscribers just on that main channel. He has other channels. He has other channels. I cannot. So I've made a video before for Ali Abdul. I think it got about 31 views. Didn't do so well. Quite disappointing. But then I got this amazing idea. Well, we just have to adapt to the situation. The situation is he's not seeing my content because YouTube won't show it to him. No, that's not true. The problem is my video just isn't good enough. And I won't say my video will never be good enough because we all know that repetition increases self-improvement. So we must take that as a factor of authentication, as a leap of faith, as something that can say, you know what, we should give this a go. So the idea is, well, let's create 100 videos. That way there's no way you won't see it. Honestly, I'm willing to create 1,000 videos as long as he sees it. I'm willing to create 1,000 videos as long as he sees it and reply. I'm not interested in creating a publishing company. Stop making these silly videos. So let's get into the pros and cons of creating a publishing company. But specifically for this guy, over 6 million subscribers, Ali is trying to scale his business. He's trying to scale his business and he's considering software, SaaS. Now, I don't think this is the best idea for Ali because if he wanted to do it, he would have done it already. In fact, he's had history. That's how he started, was creating websites of people. But if he wanted that sort of business, if he was passionate about it, he would have done it without even thinking twice. Why hasn't he done that with a publishing company? I know why. I really genuinely think he hasn't fell in love with the idea yet. But I think he can if we motivate him. So I'm not just talking about me, I'm talking about you as well. If you're a subscriber of him, you need to comment on his video and motivate him to create his publishing company. I think this could be hugely successful for his particular business. His business that he runs, this YouTube Academy, his YouTube channel, and a few other things under his umbrella of business. Please ignore my thumb. The story is quite interesting, quite entertaining, but I'm not going to tell it in this video. Anyway, let's focus on what really matters, the pro. The biggest pro is you don't need to find people that want to publish books. You already have millions of them. I should say hundreds of thousands. You already have hundreds of thousands of people subscribed to your channel, probably interested in writing books, probably wrote their own books, publish it with someone else, wishing they could publish it with you. But what is a big con of starting a publishing company? Well, it requires a lot of financial burden. It requires a huge financial investment up front. This is not a problem though. Ali company makes quite substantially a few million, and I can almost guarantee it, and I don't mean to get into his business, but some of it is public, so I'm allowed to get in. I guarantee it, some of that money that his business make in terms of revenues after tax, after paying employees, after paying himself, after all of this, I guarantee you he still has at least 1 or 2 million left over for the company. And he's just watching that money sitting there and not knowing what to do with it. I would start a holding company to, like Warren Buffett did with Berkshire Hathaway, start a holding company and buy other companies. Excellent idea, Ali. In fact, if you don't want to start a publishing company, just buy one and then scale it up. If you want to, in fact, this is his idea for a SaaS company. He wouldn't start a SaaS company from scratch. He would just buy another SaaS company. He would just buy another company that's already in the design or technology or website building or software building industry, and he would just scale it up and change it to his liking, to his stylization. So it's not for a lack of fund. But that is a huge con. He's got to be willing to put in the initial investment, and he's got to understand that for a publishing company, it's not going to make real money back for a while, but it will eventually, because let's be honest, books are not going anywhere. And you have a huge platform, and all it does, it's talk about books and self-improvement. What better way? Publish them. All of those people you interview, they probably will write future books. And they probably would be interested in publishing it with you, Ali. So I'm just saying. So the publishing, so another con is that the publishing industry is hugely competitive, and it's hard to get your book to be recognized. But like I said, this guy already has an advertisement gold mine. It's not about a lack of investment that he lacks. It's not about a lack of advertising power that he lacks. He has those powers, social media and all of that. But the publishing space is competitive. I believe he has an advantage. I don't think any other publishing company has a YouTube channel that has over 6 million subscribers, all of whom are subscribed, knowing that you're a guy who loves books. A large percentage of those people also love books and read books too, and they're willing to buy more books, and they're also wanting to publish books. Another con that's not really a con. A huge pro is that you can build a great reputation in the publishing space. And I believe a YouTuber owning a publishing company could do well for YouTubers, because YouTubers are going into all sorts of businesses, but publishing companies have not been a popular one for YouTubers. They might have done it quietly, but I haven't seen anyone done it on a huge scale. You could be that YouTuber who builds a publishing company on a huge scale, and let's be honest, every YouTuber wants to write a book. And a lot of them would feel a lot better if they could publish it with another YouTuber who could understand them as another YouTuber. YouTuber to YouTuber, understand each other. I'm telling you, this is gold, man. But building a publishing company, you need to have a clear vision. Like I said, I don't think he's fell in love with this idea. He probably hasn't been told about it. He probably hasn't considered it. Probably crossed his mind. But the work versus the rewards is probably not motivating enough. Which is strange, because if he was to run a publishing company, I think he could be the CEO and do a very great job. If he was in the creative department, I think he could also do a very good job. This guy creatively made a very successful YouTube channel in a time when the pandemic was on and off, creatively engaged with a lot of people in a way that we've never really seen before. He is the, that productivity guru on YouTube, and we all know about it, especially if you're a professional like a doctor or a nurse, but you also want to be productive home and away. I'm just saying. I'm just saying, if there was anyone who could create a publishing company and do it correctly, it would be that guy. It would be Ali. I have two books that I'm writing actively, creatively. One of them I intend to publish 5, 10 years. Another one I'd like to publish a lot further down the line. I'd really prefer to send in that script to the Ali Abdul Publishing Company, and I'd rather get rejected than for you not to create that company. And I'll never know if you would ever publish my book or not. But 6 million subscribers, come on. That's like that's like an untapped area within your user base that you're just not utilizing. Imagine if Facebook had another billion worth of users, and that billion worth of users didn't see any ad. Maybe they live in an area in the world where it's just not worth showing them ad. Okay. But there's something else that, Mark Zuckerberg could discover and use that user base for, you know, um, or another way to provide revenue using that user base. If it all depends on what kind of advertising they're advertising. But my point is, sometimes within your business, you can have areas that you haven't really tapped into in terms of revenue generation and talent and creatively and for a business expansion. It's kind of perfect, which is why I really am positive about this idea, and I'm really willing to publish over 100 videos, if not 1,000, until I get a comment from him saying that he's not interested in creating a publishing company, and I should just give up on the idea. Thank you for watching, and I'll see you in the next video. Peace.